지금 다운로드 받으세요.
Everything else to you for a minute.
Okay. Well, here's Super. He's going up against Zest. It's not going to be the easiest game in the world, but he did defeat Zest the first time around, as you guys can see, in set number 11. So it's not his first rodeo in PvP. This is Super's map pick. So, in fact, Zest was the one that picked Frozen Temple up against Super, wanting to play it on the, not as big two-player map. And here's Zest. He's the best.
He is out of the group. He's already advanced. No one else can tie him in away matches, even if he loses all 3 of his remaining games.
Yeah.
So
there you go. Zest is already out. Is there a chance that there would be 3 other players that could get 6 wins? Because if 3 other players get 6 wins and then he can't, if he loses all 3 of his games.
Actually, well, yes, technically, yes. Yes, okay, so that's why he's not out yet. Okay, all right. There you go. You solved it. You solved it.
I solved the puzzle, guys.
I was about to say, I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be no's. Like, he would have already been crowned advanced if I... Okay. All right, so that's it.
We figured it out. But, guys, let's jump to game number 25, a PvP between Super and Zest. Up here in the top right in the red from the Afrika Freaks, it's Super. Super duper.
Super duper. Down to the bottom left in blue. His opponent, it is Zest. 1 win away from advancing. That elusive 6th win. Some players can never get, especially not Trust. It took him a long time. He had to get it in the tiebreaker.
I'm feeling the Zest win here, if we're going to do predictions. I feel like this is a Zest map. I mean, he plays this map against pretty much everyone. In Pro League, you'll always see him on Dusk Towers. And even though Super took the win the first time, that was a really messy game that Zest definitely could have easily won.
Yep,
kind of threw it away, to be honest.
Did not control his Void Ray.
He didn't stay back at his pylons.
Yeah, there were many
he lost
things.
His mothership core, his stalker control was off. Something was just going on that game. It wasn't like Zest.
Maybe needed some time to warm up. We're going to see Zest actually go for Gate Nexus core build. Only really viable on this map that everybody loves, Dust Towers. Or as you said earlier, everybody's favorite map.
Yeah, it's my favorite map for sure.
Is it your favorite map?
No.
Okay, just checking. So I was like...
You're like, I don't want to cast with you anymore, I think.
Just I hinted a twinge of sarcasm there. Not sure how I detected that, but I just was feeling it.
Well, we've known each other for a while now, I guess.
Yeah.
You get me, Wolf.
I get you, dude. You get me, we get each other.
Yeah.
Oh. Zelt was like, no scouting for
slapped.
You. Yeah, I feel like basically when you see the Forge upgrades for Zealots, it's really just that the Armor Smith teaches them how to fight, because before they have +1 attack, it looks like they try to fight with the blunt end of the saber.
Yeah.
But once they get level 1, maybe they start doing slashing a little bit. With level 3, they actually cut at the perfect angle like Samurai. Because the Zealot blades themselves don't change color. Yeah, they change color on the upgrade tab. But that's it.
They should change color.
They should. That'd be cool. Blue Flame Hellions change color.
Yeah. Maybe that's too much information.
Well,
this is like an all-in, by the way.
Oh, yeah, it is.
4-gate, all-in with a Warp Prism, no doubt.
This is what I do when I steal people's gas, but he didn't even steal gas. He's just doing it.
And this may work out because Zest took that backdoor base. So he's going to be behind on units, on tech. He's not chrono boosting that Warp Prism research, or Warp Gate research, rather.
Twilight Council coming up for Zest. And because Super denied the scouting information, Zest really has no idea what's coming.
Oh, boy.
He's about to try to find out with this, but there's a Stalker patrolling.
Also, he may have to recall if he goes too far, which is going to, eat away at some of the energy that he needs for the overcharges to defend.
This second Stalker, if he goes back to where he was before, should actually prevent him from seeing the gateways. but he's not in the right position. In fact, I think he just grabbed his stalkers with that Warp Prism.
Oh, I think he's going to see this.
He will. Yep.
Oh, boy.
But he has to respond quickly. He does have enough to recall.
Yeah, he needs to recall.
Well, I mean, he's not so far. He's trying to Chrono Boost out his Warp Gate research, and that tight wall he's making isn't going to help him because he has a Warp Prism. Okay, look at this. Using the high ground vision with the Warp Prism, even bring that Zealot from earlier. We're going to see phase mode here. He's going in. Pylons being made here in the middle of the base to try to use that Photon Overcharge, but they're not finished yet. They're not done, so he can't overcharge them. Down it gets targeted.
Oh, the surrounds here, and the Micro into the Warp Prism. Trying to focus down now the Warp Prism, but he steps forward and eats a lot of damage. He's also lost 17 probes in the meantime.
The overcharge goes off just before it. He targets down the Prism. That's huge. Without that happening, this would have been a done game for sure, but the Immortal's about to pop out. Maybe he can survive. He needs to keep his Stalkers alive. He needs to just, evacuate the probes here. Well, I guess 18 of them died. Never mind, he didn't evacuate. They're dead. But look, I mean, he survives this.
That he does, and there's no more forward warping point here for Super. He needs to get a bit more damage done, but there's Stalkers here in the way.
Yeah, I think that he just holds this.
He's got a second Nexus.
He should try to target down the probes. He's fighting the Immortal instead. And now this puts us at 23 probes to 16. He's just going to do a second attack because he's like, all right, I have better economy than you right now, essentially. At this exact moment, basically, the saturation is the same because Super is not oversaturated and Zest doesn't have full saturation on both bases.
Zest is actually of the mind that Super's not going to attack again. He's making an Observer.
Well, yeah, he was making a Prism because he wanted to counter us, and then he was like, oh, what if he goes DTs? What if he goes what if he's crazy, does another all-in? It is another all-in, but it's not the one he thought.
And he has no Mothership Core anymore.
And Super has a ton of money. He can actually do a full warp in right away. The barrier is already popped here, and he's even going to snipe that Observer.
Oh, boy. What a way to go down here is Zest. He needs this win to make it to the next round. He's going to have to wait for some other games because Super is going to win. GG. Super, he's making a case for himself. Sticking in this one. He's 4-4 now. That was Super's map pick, so it's not an away win. But a very nice build on that map. Zest it seemed like he just wasn't expecting it, and then also didn't expect the follow-up either.
Yeah. Very well hidden by Super, and it's a pretty rare build. We don't really see builds like this very often in competitive play. So I'm not sure if we're going to a break or not, actually.
I believe we are.
Because sometimes we skip until the last three, right?
Not 100% sure. That would mean we would have to do 5 games in a row without a break, so probably not. But
well, sometimes we go to we do 2 extra games, and then the last 3 are just a break. So we would do 5, yeah. But I don't know. I guess we'll get a confirmation shortly.
We'll get that confirmation. We'll see. Not 100% sure. As we haven't gotten any confirmation, it seems more likely that we're not going to take a break. So sit tight.
Yeah,
we'll let you know.
So both Zest and Hero are 1 win away from their advancement. Zest will play his next game in set 26, which is the one that's right after this, versus Reality. If he takes that second win versus Reality, he will advance. And if Reality takes that loss, he's not necessarily out. So no one's position except Lucera is absolutely determined at this point in time.
Yeah, we could have something crazy happen where Maru Super Reality get out. That could actually happen. If Hero and Zest both lose all of their games. By the way, guys, we're not going to take a break. We're going to do one more before we do go into that break.
Yes, I guess we're going to split the last 8 games into 4 and 4. Instead of,
there's also a possibility we might not have to play one of them.
That's true.
So we might cut that down to 3 in the future here. But we're getting down to the wire, and it really is anyone but Locira's